All right, let's take a look and see how this week ended up in the stock market. We're looking at the upper left-hand corner here. September 24th was Friday. The market futures market just closed, and these are the E-mini S&P 500 futures. Now, I normally trade the E-micro. What a week. Very profitable week. Oh my gosh, what an amazing week. Yesterday, if you didn't watch my show, the video from yesterday, I'll put a link in the description. I said, and I quote, well, I don't know, quote, but I said that I thought today was going to be more than sufficient range, but that the open would be right near the close. I mean, what can I say? Called it. There it is. Bingo. Nailed it. And the range was, as you can see there, upper right-hand corner, 42 and a quarter. Nice range. So plenty of range to trade. Last night it opened up at 44.39 and it closed here at 44.46. So it only closed 5 up from its open. And the low was 44.10. So, it got down pretty low there. Obviously, the lower wick is much longer than the upper wick on the candlestick. By the way, stick around for the end of the video. I'll tell you whether or not I made or lost money today. I'll talk about my profit loss. And I'll talk about what I think is going to happen for the stock market going into next week, Monday. If you look down below the Stochastic Momentum Index, you can see right there that we have a nice little crossover, good confirmation. You can see the two lines are separating really nice. So we got some really good upward momentum. Now, just a little bit now, I'm starting to pay attention to the Big Daddy forecast. Because as we get higher into price, and the further and further the price increases, the more I'll be watching that Big Daddy forecast. Below that, we see the VIX. Now, Wednesday, the VIX was at 20.87, and then it dropped dramatically, like more than 2 points by Thursday. So big drop in volatility. And then today, not quite a point, but almost dropped a full point today again. So we can really see volatility really starting to come down. And usually that means prices are going to go up. And sure enough, prices, of course, have been up for the last 3 days. I was very suspicious of yesterday about today being any kind of really big up day. And I said I didn't think it was going to be that. And sure enough, look at this candlestick. Little tiny body candlestick. Not much going on there. Let's come back into this screenshot at the end of the video. We'll talk about going into Monday. So before I talk about profit loss, I want to talk about one other futures product. This is the natural gas. Now before, if you're looking upper left-hand corner, this is the QG, which is the E-mini natural gas. And we're looking at the weekly chart. Now, on this chart, just ignore the yellow and ignore the green. Just look at the red. That's the weekly cycles. If you look at those candlesticks below, you'll see red arcs. Those are the weekly cycles. Now, there's a weekly cycle low that's due September 27th or October 4th, somewhere approximately right around there, for the natural gas weekly cycle low. Well, natural gas has been very, very strong. But I'll show you here in a moment the daily cycles. Well, I think we're going to have a little bit of a pullback first before natural gas continues upward. I think we're going to get a pullback first. Okay, at the bottom there you can see I got the Big Daddy forecast, week of August 30th. Pretty big number on the Big Daddy forecast, 434. That's a big number on the weekly chart. So that was August 30th. And then we've just last week we had this huge evening star looking candlestick, though technically it isn't anymore because this week's body's higher than last week's, but still you got this really high wick from last week, and that kind of goes along with that Big Daddy forecast. That's a big number, fairly big number for natural gas, 434. Okay, let's look at natural gas real quick here on the daily. So I think a trade's coming up for this. Okay, so here you can see in the daily chart, we've already had a pullback for, those 5 days that pulled back 5 red candlesticks. If you look at the bottom, the stochastic momentum index is starting to cross over. So everything would tell you that, hey, we're on the upswing. But I think just possible that this daily the pricing action is a little too early to call this the bottom. And I could be wrong, but I get a sense that we haven't hit the bottom yet on natural gas on this particular daily cycle. So I think going into October 3rd, which, whatever that is, about another week's worth of trading days, I think we're going to see some pullback here. I don't know how much, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the price come down into that daily cycle, the cycle low there where you see the yellow vertical line. And then I think you could do a long side trade. Be very interested to see how this plays out. So I'll be keeping an eye on natural gas. If I take a trade, I'll definitely let everybody know. Okay, let's move on to, did I book any profits today? Well, there you go. This is the E-micro S&P 500 December contracts. Upper left-hand corner, I'm trading the MESZ21 symbol. And to the right there, you can see in the yellow rectangles, $467.50. Really nice profitable day. I'm a happy camper. At the time I took this screenshot, I actually had placed 5 more contracts. So you can see there that there's a +5 in that rectangle. So I still had 5 contracts open. I had kind of had my mind set on what I thought was going to be a good price to exit, and I did exit. So this actually had a little bit more profit. I made about another $35 on top of this. I closed at for the week. Well, I shouldn't not for the week. Sorry, for the day, $505 on the S&P 500 futures. So really nice, solid day. Considering that I had a feeling we were going to have a really small body, and that we were just going to have this big range but small body. That's not always easy to trade. But I had a feeling I knew how to do that trade. I went ahead and had a decent amount of confidence to place a trade, and it turned out really well. $505 profit for the day. I didn't close any other positions. I have a couple positions open on some currency futures, and the U.S. dollar did actually kind of surprise me. We had a fairly big rebound in the U.S. dollar, so I've got some small positions on the Euro dollar futures and the Aussie dollar futures, so we'll see how that goes. For now, I haven't closed them yet. When I do, I'll let everybody know how it goes. Before I continue on, guys and gals, and finish up this video with what I think is going to happen next week, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and don't forget to click that bell to be notified of all the videos as I put them out. Okay, let's continue on the video here and close this bad boy up. What do I think is going to happen next week, particularly Monday? Well, I think we're going to have a really decent range day again. I think we'll have plenty of range come Monday. And if I had to put my best guess on it, I think we'll have a green day. Now, it could be another small body day, with plenty of range, kind of like today. But it also could be a really huge green day. I mean, that is possible. We could have a really huge green day. But I do think we'll have plenty of range to trade on Monday. I'm just not sure if we're going to have a small body or a large body. Okay. Now, the chances of a red day, it is possible, but I think those chances are lower. I don't think they're quite as high, as I'm kind of just looking at the chart here. I don't think the chances of a red day are as high as a green day for Monday. I'm just kind of taking my final look before I give you my official final word. Yeah, I think the chances are more of a green day than red day, just to keep it simple. Right? If you're just looking for green or red, I think Monday the chances are higher that we'll have a green day. I think we'll have plenty of range, and I don't know what that range is going to be. I think, 30 to 50 points is definitely doable as far as the range. And if it's better than that, we have larger range, that's great. And I do think it'll be a green day. So that's my best guess for Monday, what I think is going to happen. So that's it for this week, guys and gals. What an amazing week. Oh my gosh. So blessed. I give God thanks. An amazing week. A lot of profitability this week. Hope everybody's enjoying the videos. Hope you're learning something. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe. And don't be afraid to leave comments in the comment section, guys. I always try to respond to all comments. For you trolls out there, I mean, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get basically a deleted comment or blocked. So, try not to be a troll, okay? But for the rest of you guys and gals, don't be afraid to comment. I'll try to answer as many questions I can. I can't promise I'll get to all of them, but I'll try. Everybody have a great weekend. Happy trading. I'll probably put out a video this weekend, probably Saturday. And I think I'm going to talk about the benefits possibly of futures trading over just about any other type of trading. I've been promising to do that. So I think I might do that video. Talk to you all again real soon next time.